Alright, we're back. I've saved Scum properly. Admittedly, we can't go back even if we wanted to. Because at this point, stuff happened, like RNG happened during the last instructional period, that I got, like, multiple perfects and, like, a bunch of other stuff happened that, like, I do not want to go back for anything, so we're just gonna do this live and we'll just make it work.
I am honored that you invited me. You know about my favorite tea. I am moved.
Okay, so we can offer her tea. Oh, right, this has a time
Professor.
limit, too.
Alright, so what we're gonna talk about?
Okay. So, perfect recipes?
I thought we said we tried talking with her about recipes and she was really bored about
So,
that.
overcoming weaknesses, probably?
Sure.
Oh,
Nope.
Oh.
right.
Okay, school days, no. Let's do
Exploring the
Explore the
monastery?
Sure.
No.
Nope. Wow.
We don't know what she's interested in at all.
Well, that went bad. Sadly, I can't
That tea
load.
was very delicious. Please take care, Professor.
Your pitying glare is not appreciated.
Wait! Both times! For goodness sake.
We did better the last time, but no.
Let's give it our all.
Sorry you're stuck with me.
It's
finished.
And you did all that work for no reason.
Well, I got other things that more or less make up for it, and we'll just... I don't know, I give up. Tea parties
Yeah,
are dumb.
I've got this down.
Okay, so what is today? So we can explore, we can seminar. We can battle, we can rest.
Well, the problem with seminaring is most of your people are not very motivated at the moment, right?
So seminar would actually raise their motivation.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was activities
No.
that did.
You're thinking of the instruction that happens the next day. If we check goals, some of my characters are mildly motivated, but not overwhelmingly so.
When is the holiday? Is it the 26th?
Yeah. So what I'm trying to decide is... I would like to... Because we don't care about the fighting tournament. We don't have any special things. If I explored a bunch, we could raise our professor level, potentially, or maybe not. Because I don't know if those blue items spawn. Here, I just saved. I'm going to throw us into explore.
Okay.
Professor.
Oh, now's not a good time.
Wait, what? Why?
I just wanted to explore real
Okay.
quickly and see if items spawn, or if items only spawn once a month. So those are support conversations. We can technically have them whenever, especially if we go find the character.
Okay, well, she was sitting on the bench outside.
She's moved. Let's see if we can go find her. She's up here in the reception hall. Let's see if I can go find her and talk to her again. Probably not.
Hello. Go ahead and continue.
Oh, no. Okay. So...
See, you should always accept a conversation with your students if
normally,
they
yeah,
approach you.
but this is... We're
What
probably
the-
going to reload anyway. I wanted to see if items respawn.
I haven't seen an item yet.
Also, how many activity points do I have? I have
Hey.
4.
Well,
Because what I want to know is, do we want to explore a bunch to raise my professor level? Because now we could do 4 actions.
That reminds me.
But blue items only show up occasionally.
Let's see.
It doesn't look like we get any more blue items. So...
Nah? It's one of those things where... How
'Cause-
swiftly do you want to level your characters versus you so that you could equip... Well, not equip, but recruit characters outside of your house.
Yeah, other thing I
And
want
then-
to check. If I invite Hilda and Lorenz, does that increase? How much does that increase our bond? Okay, let's ignore these. Because this raises my faith. Do they get any more motivated?
Let's take a look.
Let's see. Is it? It's under goals. So no,
it doesn't
does
do anything for Hilda.
Okay. So
Why don't you reload? This doesn't
Yeah,
seem like it was worth it at all.
no, I just wanted to science it because part of it is like I would like to really get our professor level up a bunch, but it seems like we probably don't need to overgrind it because the main benefit of exploring there in that situation is we would be able to grind up our like professor skills, which is actually kind of useful.
Mhm.
Foster relationship with other students, and we could have actually done more gardening, which actually would have been kind of good. Let's check seminars. Who do we have here? Because I've been doing Hanneman.
Oh, Catherine is coming in. Shamir.
Yeah, Catherine was there, but we only have a couple of attendees, which is kind of rough.
So it looks like Hanneman again. Shamir was at least 4. What about Sedith?
Because I like Hanneman because it boosts a handful of characters' motivations.
Nah,
the
nah.
problem is we don't have any. We don't have that many universal instructors. The one problem is Hanneman is not actually as good of an instructor as, say, Shamir is.
Well, that's 4 characters, more of the martial characters.
Yeah, ended up stupidly overleveled from getting weapons up to C. Got all the students to C support through gifts, and was able to recruit all the students that didn't need reason, faith, riding, heavy armor, or flying. Yeah. Let's probably just do Hanneman again. Because he's universally good for most of my students.
Oh, wow. Brought their motivation up.
I still have much to learn.
Hey, we've learned.
Experience is everything. I feel like I get it now.
Not that many of them are very good mages. I don't think even the main character is, but picking it up is a good idea. Okay. But yeah, we needed that for instruction anyway. Because, yeah, half our characters are not very motivated. Let's see. So, Claude. Let's see. So, we got his axe skills up. And so now...
Well, what are you trying to tailor him to be? Like, what will his ultimate class be in time?
I am unsure. I've just been tailoring skills because I can. Not because it's particularly useful. They're ending up with most of the skills anyway. It might not be a terrible idea.
He's only gotten so much involved with horses because of all the times that you had him on excursions with Marianne.
Yeah, we can train him in fists. Apparently we can... I have expertise in... Oh, faith. Not reason. I mean, we should probably just train him in bow.
Okay.
That was... That was...
Might as well just jam as much XP into that as possible. Because for the most part, I'm just keeping him as an archer until I have better things to go on. And for him... Ooh, bad.
How did he get bad?
It just happens. It's RNG.
Oh, just how well they do during the lesson.
Yep. Let's see. Now this might... Hey, there we go.
Oh.
He now has the ability Seal Strength. That's an interesting one.
And that actually brought his motivation up, too.
It's fun.
Yep.
I've really grown.
Okay. And then we have Leonie, who... I guess we might as well put points mostly into horse riding. Because that's hard for her to raise.
Wait, it's better to have your characters become all-rounders, or you want her to be eventually in a horse class?
A horse class, because she's a lancer, and most lancer skills end up being on horseback, give or take. Okay, and
What was the
goals, I
group
think
task?
We're good. Okay,
Professor,
no.
Wait, she wanted to become a warlock, or what are you
She
having
was
her be?
she just wanted to. Oh, yes.
Oh.
well, I had fun today. Of course, you want to see me again, yes?
Of course. I'd love to, Dorothea.
Well, until we meet again.
She's flirting with the knights, too?
Oh, hello, Professor. Were you watching that?
That's a different girl than I saw with yesterday, or do you want to be creepy? And
Let's just be silent.
Okay.
You look like you have something to say, Professor. Look, I know what I'm doing. My claim as a diva won't last forever, after all. I must look to the future. As a man, you may not feel so rushed about these things, but I know my beauty will eventually fade.
I hate it when that's mentioned. You know how with actors, guys can still be the heroic stud into their 50s and 60s.
There's absolutely
even their
like,
70s.
older women and elderly women that have looked quite nice.
Yeah,
it's just a
but
matter
they,
of like
they
taking
usually
care of
take on the
yourself and
role
stuff.
of a mother or a
but at
a
the same
support
time,
role.
like for older actors, let's take
But when are they the heroes?
well,
you know?
yeah, but like a lot of the older actors that are the hero, when they are the hero, it's just weird. Like Liam Neeson being like a really angry dad for Taken, okay, that works decently well. But like, who's the Fifth Element actor? I'm totally blanking.
Bruce
names.
Willis.
Yeah, Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis is just weird whenever he's like a leading action role nowadays. But I guess conversely, yeah, I don't know, it varies.
Harrison Ford had been in the ring a long time. What else?
Yeah.
There's
It's just weird. Like Harrison Ford and Indiana Jones just didn't feel right. Same thing with Star
the
Wars.
whole Crystal Skull business and everything, yeah.
Yeah, Red had a mature femme fatale. Yeah, it had a whole mature cast though, and it was just weird. I don't know.
So it's one of those things where I hate it when they think that your expiration date is in your mid to late 30s.
Anyway, we're just gonna go with the top one.
You? Really? I never would have guessed. Anyway, I'm not just playing games with these boys. This is for my future. You have no right to object. I very much want to find a good partner here at the Academy. Someone who will take care of me for the rest of my life.
Wait, really? She wants to just find her... Okay.
I mean,
Is that...
that's what you did when we were in college.
What do you mean? I was never seeking it.
And that, you got it anyway. Congratulations.
Only because you were so dogged.
You had a nice tush.
For goodness sake, Wander. You were the one that was constantly pinging me on AIM. Like, hey, what are you doing?
I think in sheer volume you have out-talked me on AIM. Not that it's gone.
I know AIM is gone. I still have our conversation saved from way back in the day. I know. I had never been interested in a guy before. Well, we don't need to talk about our dating history here.
Anyway, is that what you really want?
Finding someone to take care of me? Of course it is. Who could ask for anything more? Anyway, I value your opinion, Professor, but I won't have you interfering with my life plans. Unless you'd like to take care of me into my old age. That'd be something, eh? How about it, Professor?
No! What are you doing?
Okay. just...
Wait, we haven't gotten on S relationship level with her
this
yet.
is C level.
Oh, for goodness sake, no, we're not.
I mean, we could just say okay and it wouldn't matter. But, I do love the just, okay. Just like complete
I don't want to start a
deadpan.
relationship with Dorothea.
No.
I wasn't... You aren't being serious, are you? I was just teasing. Or did you really just consider spending your whole life with me? If you did, that actually makes me... It makes me happy. I had no idea you might look at me that way. You've gotten awfully quiet. You might even be blushing a bit. Have I embarrassed you? If so, I'm very, very sorry. I should be going anyway. I'll see you later, Professor.
Awkward.
Ashe would like to speak to you. Is now a good time? Yes.
Yeah, sure. He probably wants to discuss with you about the murder
shopping
of his father.
took longer than I thought. It's a good thing I had your help, Professor. Looks like we've got everything we came for. Time to head back to the monastery.
Wait,
To tell you the truth, I wasn't sure if the money that night gave us would be enough. We managed to scrape by, though. I'm glad those shopkeepers were willing to strike a few bargains.
Thanks to your bartering skills.
It's one of the few things I'm really good at. I've got a lot of experience living in the city. Money was tight for me too, at least until Leonie adopted me into his family. Come to think of it, you were originally a mercenary, weren't you? I'm sure you've traveled all over Fódlan. That must have been a pretty different life from regular folks like me. It sounds a lot more exciting, though, traveling the world from conflict to conflict. But a mercenary's whole job is fighting, isn't it? Must be a pretty tough way to live.
Do you have an input here, or...?
Quite frankly, I couldn't imagine being the life of a mercenary.
Yeah.
Constantly in battle, conflicting with just slaying people. But I don't know if for the protagonist, if it was tough. He always had his father to help, and they seem to be highly trained.
Well, this is also Fire Emblem. If you're a named character, you're inherently just, like, way more powerful than anything else.
But have you been playing him as overly cocky this whole time?
Kind of.
In a way.
Wow, I guess you must get used to it. That's really incredible, though. Oh! I had no idea they sold this book around here. I haven't seen this one for ages. Lug and the Maiden of Wind. It's a well-known tale of chivalry in Fargus. Lug is the King of Lions. This book is full of his exciting adventures.
Oh, right,
I've loved
Lug.
this since I was a kid. It was what got me learning to read.
Give me that book!
Hey, creep! Don't touch the merch! What the? Somebody catch that thief! Cut him in half like my prices!
Please, calm down, ma'am.
You calm down, kid! If he gets away with that valuable merch, it'll be a huge loss for me!
Here, allow me to compensate you.
Really?
You sure about that, Ashe?
Why don't we just catch the thief?
Are you serious, kid? I mean, no objections over here, but that sounds crazy.
Don't you worry. That thief will be paying me back just as soon as I catch him. Head on back to the monastery, Professor. I'll take care of everything here.
It was in his plan all along. Oh,
We're gonna have a
an
lot of
event?
support conversations, by the way. So,
Okay, that's fine.
get comfortable.
I enjoy it. Push-ups.
Professor. Are you here to train?
I came to train.
I knew it! Gotta train daily. Legs, back, chest, arms, abs. Gotta work them all, right? I just finished training, and I feel great. Check me out. Are my muscles bulging?
Judging from your shirt, yes.
Yeah, I guess so. Why is there no emphatic yes? Why is there no flex alongside Raphael silently?
Another day of training, and my muscles are ready to burst. Bulging muscles means strength. I have to be strong if I want to be a proper knight. And I have to eat if I want to keep training. Time to feast.
Isn't studying also important for a knight? No. We already know his tactics. Punch man with sword.
It worked in the
Way
sword
to hit me where it hurts, Professor.
tournament.
I know I'll be in trouble if I don't train my brain, too. Anyone who can't get tactics can't be a proper knight. It's just, I'm no good at remembering that kind of stuff. And training my brain instead of my body makes me sleepy. What if I start training twice as hard? Then I should only have to study half as much, right?
You'll never be a proper knight if you don't study.
You really think so? I can't let that happen. I guess I have no choice. I'll prove I can do it. Wish me luck, Professor. For my training and for my studies.
Oh.
Oh, wow. He's very motivated now. Yep, Hilda too.
Hey, Professor. What are you doing daydreaming in a place like this? It's
I like
lucky.
plant.
As spacey as you are, you're always reliable in a pinch.
You were daydreaming too.
Wait, really? That's insinuating a little much, isn't it?
We stare at flowers, blankly thinking of nothing.
Okay, fine.
Not as much as you. It's hard to tell what's going on in that skull of yours. Your expression is always blank. Come on, smile. I was just playing around. Don't get mad. By the way, in the next battle, may I focus on logistical support? Off the battlefield, there's no use having a weakling like me in the middle of the action, and it would bring down morale if I were killed.
We're training you up to be a frontliner. What do you mean?
You are not a weakling. You are one of my 2 tanks.
Have you even seen me, Professor? Look at these noodly little arms.
And yes.
I should be cheering everyone on from the sidelines. It'll certainly improve the boys' morale, don't you think?
Probably why don't you want to fight?
Mm-hmm.
Because even if I do, I won't be of any help. My big brother is the type of person who's supposed to be on the battlefield. For me, it's just a waste of energy. It's pointless. Everyone's cut out for something different. The right person for the right task, you know? Please, Professor. Keep me off the battlefield, and maybe I won't tell everyone you were daydreaming.
Nah.
It's plain as day to everyone that I'm always daydreaming. That is no secret. How do I hide it?
That's
Help.
the incessant blank stare that everyone keeps referring to.
We've completed our task.
Always looking to new horizons. Or you're communing with Sophis, and she's babbling at you. And
Experience
that's what
is
everyone perceives
everything.
as daydreams. What do you think?
Yeah?
No, really, it makes sense. Whenever he spaces out, it's another conversation with Sophis.
Could be. Just stand there, creeping.
Okay, I've decided on the composition.
composition.
That's right. The composition for my next paint... Wait, Professor? How long have you been standing there? You haven't been watching me, have you? No, I misspoke. Did I say painting? I meant to say,
You paint?
Well, I've thought for a while that it might be nice to paint the scenery here. The contours of that tree, set against the stark shapes of the faraway peaks. Of course, I only paint after I've finished my chores. I'd never put my art before my responsibilities. My studies are paramount. I shall always uphold my duties as a student of the Officers' Academy. Whereas art is a hobby of mine, you might say. Everyone has hobbies, right? I'm sure you have one.
Ooh, yeah. Oh.
No, nothing comes to mind. Nope.
I suppose it's because he's just lived a life of persistent combat. Just probably every hobby is just tangentially related to his occupation as a mercenary. Sure, he might know basic medical aid. Maybe he knows a little bit of repair or sword sharpening or... But
my hobbies are ending lives and staring blankly into space for hours on end until I am needed. I am a de facto droid.
Oh, well, perhaps it's different for you, Professor. But it's perfectly normal for people to have hobbies. Reading, for instance, or fishing, or taking midday naps. For me, it's making art. Hobbies are healthy. They're a good way of relieving stress. You might consider taking up a hobby, Professor. Anything to clear your mind. Think about it. It's much easier to focus if you're feeling refreshed. There isn't a rule against hobbies, is there? If you tell me to stop, I'll stop. I shall never again put brush to canvas.
oh no! Paint as much as you like.
Really? It's okay for me to paint? Well, I mean, if you're sure. But really, it's nothing more than a little diversion, a frivolous pastime. I think I ought to go back to my quarters now, if it's all the same to you.
Back in those days, he would be the kind of person immortalizing a person's visage into imagery for people to view centuries to come.
I think I'm going to explore at this point.
Okay.
Because a lot of my characters are pretty motivated. And we might as well grind up our own skills. It looks like we've got at least one support conversation with somebody. It doesn't look like any of the blue items respawn. They're probably a monthly thing, which is a bit unfortunate, but it makes sense. But there's a couple of things we can do with this. Let's see. So first and foremost, let's see if any of these characters... Oh, that's a spoiler outfit. That looks nice enough. Let's see. I'll try and end the night off on a battle phase.
To other people, do you just look like X?
No. So I would send... Ooh, yes. I would send...
one of your characters.
Yeah, one of my characters along.
But they would still say Traveler X.
Yeah. Yeah, it would say Traveler X. Or it would say Traveler Wanderbot.
Oh.
Based on my username. Or like a Nintendo account.
Oh, that makes
Professor.
sense.
Let me in, 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 let me in.
It takes them a while to draw them. Oh, what do they call those?
Who's over here? Oh, Leonie.
Leonie.
Oh, Professor, are you training too? I was just about to finish up, but if you want to join in, I can stick around a while longer.
Might be here for a while.
Oh no, it's fine. Just do your thing. don't mind me. Come on, don't be shy.
Train for me. Let me sim them glutes.
Phew. I'm beat, but we're finally done.
You didn't have to stay for the whole routine.
I was already training when you got here, and I finished right alongside you. Guess I outlasted you, huh?
It's not a competition.
Speak for yourself. I'm always looking to improve. By the way, Professor, something I wanted to ask.
I noticed that her glove, it's reminiscent of an archer's glove. Yeah.
Well, almost every golden deer is a viable archer. But I'm using her as a frontliner because of her ability, and also because, why not?
Are you really Captain Gerald's kid?
That's what I'm told.
That's a pretty detached tone to take about your own family. What's your opinion of him, then? You must look up to him, at least.
He is Dad.
It doesn't sound like you really appreciate him. You didn't even know until you came here that he used to lead the Knights of Seiros, did you? If it weren't for him, you wouldn't be half the person you are now. You've probably never even thought about how lucky you are. Oh, okay, this really bothers me. Listen up. I don't care if you're the teacher and I'm the student. I'm going to outshine you. I know you were some famous mercenary before you came here, but let me tell you something. I'm going to be better than you ever were. In fact, I'll surpass you in no time at all, so don't blink. You might miss it.
Don't care. It is such a shame that our character has no personality.
Several characters even mention it. You stare so blankly.
Yeah, like, everybody calls us out on it, but, like, it actually legitimately sucks.
It means they worked it intentionally into the character.
And I appreciate that they acknowledge it, but, like, it does suck for me, because, like...
You would prefer to have a main character with a personality than one that's a blank slate.
Yeah. I know people give Titus shit for being kind of insufferable, but, like, he had charm. He had his moments where, you know...
It depends on if you intend for the character to be a blank slate for the purpose of having... Well, allowing the person playing the game to project themselves onto the character. Usually that's in an instance where the character is fully customizable. But in this, they have a history that you have no knowledge of, and they seem to have their own persona, so why not give them more personality?
Yeah, we have a history. We have...
May I say? I can't... I'm sorry, Professor. Huh? I'm really flattered.
Nope.
Yeah, Charisma and Lance.
Ah, it's Lance. Because, yeah, if I check myself... My skills in Lance are E.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. You never trained yourself up in Lance, did you?
Not Lance, not Sword, not Axe. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to work on that. I mean, luckily, we're in no immediate rush. I want to keep working on Faith and some other things.
You're kidding.
To get a personality after the time skip.
Who knows?
I don't know. I don't think so. His charisma must be 6. Oh, are we just reacting to what my character's charisma has to be? Because I think his charisma is actually 15. Which is dumb?
Yeah, we have a 15.
I mean, useful, but still.
So, what are you going to boost up?
Trying to decide on that one. So, we want to do choir. And we want to eat with some students. I believe.
So who's going to go to choir?
I've been doing Dorothea and Annette, but I think I might want to do Ferdinand and Annette next.
Okay.
So I can work on recruiting Ferdinand next. But so the benefits of this are kind of twofold. One, little bit of faith
so
at
much
EXP.
fun.
Professor!
Little bit of relationship, little bit of authority experience, but it's that professor level that it levels up. So we're actually getting pretty close to professor level C, which gives me even more things to do. I'm not entirely sure if this is the best use of my time on a monthly basis, but I figure the higher my professor level, the faster I can.
How about eating in the
myself.
dining hall?
I think dining hall also gives a bonus. But this is the other thing we want to do. Harvest?
Ooh,
Wow.
Rose, sunflower, lily.
Double wow. Okay. Oh, so we can do 2 at a time. So let's just do flower seeds.
Okay.
And this is the other reason why it's worthwhile for me to explore. Because the more flowers we get, the more gifts we can give to people. Which means, I believe you can brute force it, from what I've
loves
read.
Flowers.
If somebody is relationship B with you, they will just automatically join you, regardless.
Oh.
So...
Okay, right. We were going to go to the dining hall. Because this would be the next thing to do with folks. And then I think that's the only other timed professor activity that I can do.
Today's special or the full menu? Can you... Well... So it's fruit and herring tart. A baked tart with stewed herring and Noah fruit mixed into the batter. Popular in N-Bar.
Yeah, so it's gonna work
capital.
on anybody that's either neutral or part of the
Empire. The Adjutant Empire.
Probably. So we'd be better off with, like, Ferdinand and Bernadetta.
Do you really want Bernadetta?
Yeah, I mean, realistically, I want everyone.
Who else was part of the Empire?
We can't get well, no.
No, he's from the Kingdom.
Let's see, who else is part of the Empire? It seemed like, so we can't get Edelgard, and we can't get Hubert. There's Linhart, Petra.
Was Ashe from the Empire?
No.
No. Oh, right, he was from the Kingdom.
Yeah, there's also Caspar, Dorothea.
But
Yeah.
the blue means they like this food?
I guess so.
Or...
Yeah. So we might as well do Ferdinand and Bernadetta.
Okay.
Delicious! After a scrumptious meal like that, I feel that I can really seize the day.
Ooh, this is my favorite. You've got great taste.
That's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I mean, they're eating whole casseroles worth of food.
Yep.
It's
so now we got
impressive.
2 options. One, here, I'm actually gonna save. So
Okay.
we could do personal training with another teacher, which would probably be very good at EXP for certain things. Let's see. Where is she? She's probably... Nope, she's not there.
Are you looking for Catherine?
Yeah. See her, though.
Isn't there also the box of questions?
No, we already did that for
You
the
already
day.
did that? Okay.
Oh, she's
there's
up here.
Catherine.
So I want to go take a look at Catherine and see. Is there even a way to get everyone? You can't get everyone, but you can get a considerable amount of people.
Really?
Yeah, we have nothing. Okay, so if I look at her, faculty training.
So it's just sword and brute strength.
Yeah, which actually does not raise it as much as I was expecting.
Wasn't... Shamir didn't have lance, did she? If you wanted to train up your lance so you could get closer to recruiting Ashe.
It's a long way on Lance. Like, mildly, I feel like my best option is actually to just,
Relationship way?
relationships, but also land us on a battle day at the end of the stream tonight, and then just solo that repeatable mission over and over again with the main character, and effectively solo it with
feels
him with
like
every
cheating.
different weapon.
You don't need to have everyone immediately. We don't even know how far we are into the game. This is the first...
Anyway, I'm gonna have Raphael punch people. Let's see, this is the best... What house are you in? We went with the Golden Deer, because we thought all the characters were charming, especially Claude, because he had nice hair. But you end up going with Anna as soon as you're hanging out in chat. Also, time for Raphael to just slug people to death.
Strength in action.
He's totally not hitting them with the sword. Just imagine him. Anyway, so the reason why we're doing this, even though we're not going to get the steel sword, is, every time we win the tournament, we get 300 professor points. And, yep. Claude is Anna's waifu.
Yeah. Won that.
Validation.
Well, I just found that the rest of the roster seems like really nice people.
Part of it is, of the characters that we can't recruit, there's obviously the other house leaders, which is unfortunate, because I do actually like Edelgard.
In action.
And I want to see how the story eventually plays out, and why, you know...
We definitely weren't attracted to the prospect of choosing Dimitri.
Yeah.
Because there was that weird... He kept mentioning that there was some brooding darkness beneath
And
the
everybody,
exterior.
everybody
Everyone
who knows
else
him has bad things to say about him.
So really, what is it? I understand that his father was assassinated and he's called the Boar Prince?
Yeah, the
or
Boar
something?
Prince. And so, what might happen is, after we beat this game, if I'm still motivated to play more Fire Emblem, I might New Game Plus it on my own, and I'll either talk about it or just, like...
It's interesting, though, because you hooked up your account to the... What was it? Network or something?
Yeah.
You're able to see what people favored the most, and it seems like everyone's definitive favorite so far has been Edelgard.
Yeah.
And the Red faction. Followed by Claude. And then Dimitri.
Anyway, to finish my explanation, every time we complete the tournament, we get 300 Professor EXP, which I think is the highest amount that we can get from any activity, especially repeatable activity. Because I think you get either 200 to 300 for singing. I haven't checked the numbers.
Plenty more where that came from.
But more or less, we're just going to turbo train our professor level. So hopefully we can do more in the next month. And
you would have to say that Raphael also in part was a deciding factor.
Oh, absolutely.
In why you...
Raphael is the most odd man out of the entire cast.
Wander and I noticed immediately that his shirt looked like it was going to burst, and the buttons were just going to fly off of it. And we were so pleasantly surprised to find that one of the lost items was in fact a button.
Yeah. But, like, of the entire cast, Raphael, like, straight up does not match. Everybody else is, like, pretty boy anime dudes, or, like... I guess there's a couple, like, doo-doo that stand out as well a little bit. You know, mostly it's pretty boys and pretty girls, and then there's Raphael.
Unfortunately, Dedu suffers from the I am loyal to my prince kind of stereotype, if you know what I mean. Wander?
Yeah.
So...
Should have trained better.
Lacking a bit more personality. Also, the right hand to Edelgard was just... creepy.
Alright.
It begs the question, can you discern who was Claude's right hand?
Claude?
It wasn't Lorenz.
It's Hilda.
Was it Hilda?
It's Hilda.
Hilda is considered the right hand?
Yeah.
To Claude? Huh. Interesting.
Oh, hey, we can get adjuncts now.
Oh.
That's helpful. So they can do a follow-up attack. That's amazing. Reduce damage or heal. More effective at higher support levels. They get experience in battle. Do not lose weapon durability and do not die if the host unit is defeated. Oh. So wait, I could just have one of my other characters to just be an adjunct.
Interesting.
So, once I have too many characters, I can just... That's really cool. Yeah. Interestingly enough, though, King of Sevens is correct. You can actually recruit Hilda as one of the other houses. She's the only right-hand person that is recruitable.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Not that I care about either of the other ones. So
It's
hires
unfair.
an adjunct. Let me check. What level is she? She's only level 5. Edelgard, you're probably higher level. Level 12.
Wait, you can hire other people's characters as adjuncts?
Yeah. She's got lance and axe. Not entirely sure how adjuncts work.
I wouldn't use them now.
I absolutely want to. Okay, he's got lance. So the entire point of this is if we go roster. I do not know how to set adjuncts at all. Like, where you even do that?
I knew this would be problematic.
Anybody know how to set adjuncts? Because this is something I'd like to know. Okay, it's on the unit screen in battle. Okay, good to know. But yeah, the reason why you want to summon one of the online ones is because they will teach you a skill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Interesting.
so extra useful things-ish.
Oh, whose birthday is it?
Claude's birthday!
Wait, you can host a tea party for his birthday? But it could go disastrously.
We'll see.
Oh, do we know what he even likes? I mean, he could like ginger. He could be a spicy guy.
I don't know.
I don't think that he'd be partial to sweets in the same way that Flayn, I should say, was. Could be minty. Minty like the viridian hue of his eyes. How about almond? Also, are those especially wide and stiff sleeves? They don't look like bracers, so they do have a metallic sheen to them. Almond. Nutty.
I'm thinking either ginger
This makes me want tea.
or
warm
mint.
Tea.
You want to go mint?
Sure.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I make you wait? I ran as fast as I could. Thanks.
It's probably
No, we
not
didn't
his
get it.
favorite flavor.
The taste of relaxation.
Seemed okay with it.
Probably a place you'd like to visit, or heart racing memories.
Maybe he would like to tell old stories.
Okay, so this one.
Sure.
Nope.
He's not interested in that? Okay, why don't you choose the next one?
Oh?
He said he wanted to split a mountain.
Okay, Mighty Weapons. He likes that.
Oh?
Fast laughs. 100%.
Nice tea
I'm
time.
afraid I've stayed too long. Thanks for the tea. Let's plan to do this again sometime.
So one of the other things we can do as our professor level goes up... Oh, our charm stat just went up by 1. Yeah, Claude does not want to talk about himself. Fair point. Okay, certifications.
He likes learning about other people.
I can also become a monk. Yes. I'm just gonna collect every class. This will be important later. And do we get a stat up
New
for it?
path.
Doesn't look like it. Okay. What about... Oh. Oh, master classes.
Ooh, what are the master classes?
Wyvern Lord.
Wyvern
Mortal
Lord.
Servant.
No, it's Savant.
Oh, Savant.
You look like a samurai.
Magic and swords. So there's a swords mage.
Okay, but you just look like a samurai.
Great knight. Bow knight.
A bow knight. Interesting.
You can also dismount. That's
Dark
cool.
Knight. Let's see the Dark Knight. Oh, look at the horse's face guard with the Dark Knight. I like those forward-facing horns.
Holy Knight. Oh. I was expecting more gold, but I guess it's matched to our character's colors, sort of. War Master. Oh.
What is up with those thigh guards?
I mean, look, he got jealous of the ladies, man.
What's up?
Let's see, I'm just looking at characters.
Oh, yeah, what can they advance to?
So he can actually become an archer and a brigand with absolute surety.
Both of them?
Yep. Because he's actually better at axe and bow than we are.
Okay. Well, you want to make him a brigand rather than an archer?
Both.
Okay.
Considering I can get de facto unlimited amounts of these.
I did pretty...
Let's see. That said, let's see. I guess, Seven, seeing as you're hanging out in chat, and you probably know these things.
I don't see it on the list. Do you use all his points to get to brigand, or...?
1 exam per day.
Yep.
So part of it is I don't want to switch his class right now anyway.
Okay.
Because if we go back up here... Fighter. So, skill experience bonus, axes, bows, and fists.
Mm-hmm.
So, we want to max out each class before we rank them up.
Okay, that makes sense.
I'm pretty sure. Like, unless I'm wildly mistaken here, it really does seem like it's in my best interest to max out every single class before moving on.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because it probably gets more expensive.
Are you two the only ones capable of getting these classes?
Yeah, because we're the only two... nope. I can make her a cavalier.
Oh, wow. She'll get a horse.
And she has suddenly grown a horse.
All that hard work's paid off.
Study. Horse. Yes. So I wanted to check while I'm here. What is the benefit of a cavalier? Okay, so extra sword, spear,
and horses.
Okay. Better to go to the higher tier classes, then go back to the mastery classes at max level. Because they get better stat growth chances. Gotcha. Now, frustratingly... Oh. Too late on him.
Yeah, you can't train up for anything more.
Because I got him the...
you got monk.
The mage one. Probably should have... Yeah, whatever.
Well, is it going to be the day of the rite or the festival?
Let's see. So we might as well reclass them.
Mm-hmm.
I'll need to make some adjustments.
Except for I think I'm going to keep him as fighter for the time being.
Okay.
But her with the horse stuff, that'll be good anyway, because we want to train her horse skill.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see. I guess let's save.
Yeah, all that's left is the mission, right?
I think so, yeah. It's plot time.